I'm not sure what I'm looking at here. This bees in this hive, they've been favoring the top entrance of the hive until today. And yesterday I did a full hive inspection, and I noticed that the queen, she's an old queen. She's at least 3 years old. She may be even 4 years old. But she's laying well, and she's laying brood in the top and bottom boxes. And I made room for the queen to lay yesterday. I installed some blank frames and some empty frames between the brood nests, so she has plenty of room. I pulled some honey, so there's no chance of her becoming honey bound. It's all going good, despite her age. Lots of pollen. I got a honey super on top in case as soon as we ever get a honey flow, but might not be until July. And then this morning, I've noticed that the bees are just sort of milling about on the bottom board here. Until now, they've been ignoring the bottom board. And I don't know what they're doing. I see a few dead bees on the bottom board, but they're not pulling out the dead bees. There's definitely more bees on the go on the bottom here. There's a lot of debris. There's a lot of pollen falling to the bottom. And I don't know what else. There's it looks like it might be old bits of sugar left over. I don't know if that is that's what it might be. Yeah. Anyway, also yesterday I inserted an old frame of an extracted deep frame of honey, or what was left of an extracted deep frame, and the comb was all beat up and it wasn't very attractive, but I knew the bees, I threw it in the hive because I know there's a lot of bees in here and I knew they could clean it up, so I just figured, hey, we'll get them to clean it up. Some of this debris might be from that frame, and there may have been sugar in that frame. I see little bits of white stuff that looks like little crystals of sugar, but it could also be pollen, white pollen from something. I think it's sugar though. It's hard to say. My guess from first thought is sugar, but yeah. But so the bees, and I can see the bees sort of messing around with all the, just sort of, I guess, fingering or pawing at the debris. It might be all the pollen in the debris, but they're not cleaning it up. I don't know what they're doing. I'm just trying to look very closely here. Oops. I don't get stung in the face, but they're all very chilled out too. These bees have also, the queen and all the bees from this hive they've always been very defensive. Not as defensive as some bees I've had, but definitely on the defensive side, not easy to handle. But now, so far this spring, they've been nothing but completely chilled out bees, no defensiveness at all. Like right now, I've got my face just a few inches from these bees, and all last year, I would have been stung in the face by now. They would have been going for it. Anyhow, I see a few dead bees. They look like young dead bees. They may have been killed in the inspection yesterday, but I see the thing is they're not pulling out the dead bees. So I don't know what they're doing. But they probably have it figured out, and they know what they're doing. Just because I don't know what they're doing doesn't mean they don't know what they're doing. It's just starting to warm up right now. It's been freezing cold for the past couple weeks, and today the bit of sun is coming out. Though I doubt it's going to even reach 10 degrees Celsius, which I think is 50 degrees Fahrenheit.